Hello all, greetings, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing, finally, it's been a minute, an updated album K-pop shelf tour with merch tour. So it's been a while since I've shown my entire K-pop shelves and also like all the albums I have and like merch and stuff like that. So I want to do that today. It's such a gorgeous day. My windows are wide open, so you will hear the sounds of the outdoors. So sorry if that bothers you, but yeah, I'm gonna literally go shelf by shelf showing everything that I have. So let's get into it. Okay, so the very top of my shelf has completely been taken over by BTS's latest comeback with Butter and Permission to Dance. Some might say this is too much. I think it is just enough. I really love the concept and everything for this comeback. It's a summer concept and it's literally summer right now. So I decided to put up this poster of all 7 of them on the beach. I love it so much. They're so cute. So that's like the main backdrop thing. I'm thinking if they have other comebacks or whatever to maybe correspond the poster if I like it enough with the top of my shelf. So kind of happy with that. We're gonna go over here. This is the tube for the BTS DICON magazines. The magazines are not magazines. The posters are not in here, but obviously I'm going to keep the tube because it has them. Can't really see all of them, but you know, have Tete in the red there. Here is the 2021 Season's Greetings box. Everything almost is kind of in here too. Don't know where to put a lot of the inclusions that are in that Season's Greetings, so it lives there. Up here is just one of the standees that was in the Butter albums. It is the same one as the poster, which I don't love. I wish it was a little different, but it's fine. And then over here is the Memories of 2019 DVD standee that came with the 2019 Memories DVD. So I have it here. I really love it. It's a fun, happy memory. I love having all the guys together as much as I can displayed. Over here I have the 4 Butter albums that I purchased on display. I want to like show off the spines and the album's kind of like this to make it like a cool display. And then I have the Butter, oh, if I can show it, the glare, the Butter Polaroid inclusion that was in every single album. Again, I wish it was different, but it's so cute, I have to have it displayed. The other standee, like the other one of the Butter albums, and it's the other concept. And then my version 3 Army Bomb that I love. And then over here is my record player with Dynamite and Butter on display here. I love these like records for some of their songs. I'm thinking of only getting like the English versions for stuff since they don't really have, at least initially I thought they were not going to have like physical releases, but I like it. I wish they had a Permission to Dance one and then I would feel complete, but alas, this is all I have. And then over here is my lovely plant. I am a very avid plant mom. I love my plants so much. I have some like kind of all over my room, all over my house, all over my yard. I absolutely love plants, and this one is like really growing quite a lot. I had to like change it to make it start growing that way because it was growing that way. But I like it quite a lot. It's very pretty. So yeah, there is the top of my shelf. I'm quite happy about it. Again, I'm planning to kind of change the top pretty often depending on what comebacks and merch I have, just for maybe the time of year or the season, because I don't know, it makes me happy. So yeah, let's move on to my next cube. So starting with my first cube, as you can see here, it is BTS and their older discography, and I have some magazines here in the corner. Right here is the Wall Street Journal cover with Jimin's cover. I didn't get any of the other members because it just like it didn't interest me that much, but I wanted Jimin's since he is my alt bias. I try to get as much as I can of all of his stuff. And then I have let me move this candle out of the way. I do have all the covers for the newest Rolling Stone. So I have the group cover, JK's cover, Taeyoung's cover, Jimin's cover, Hobi's cover, Yoongi's cover, Jin's cover, and Namjoon's cover. So all the boys' covers are there. I got that box. I do have an unboxing on my channel if you'd like to check it out. So next I have their original first discography, and I have here Too Cool for School, which is BTS's first album. Then I have Were You Late Too? Oop, get back in there. School Love Affair, which is one of my favorite photo books for BTS. It's absolutely incredible. And then Dark and Wild. If I can get it back in there. So there's that. And then I have here School Love Affair Special Edition. I have another one as well. So 2 of them. And then back here is my Memories 2017, 18, and 219 Blu-ray boxes with the Blu-rays inside. And then I have my Army Kit ID, Army Kit pin, and then the Wings Tour poster for the Wings Tour DVD is also there. So that is my first cube, kind of the beginning discography for BTS, and then some hidden stuff back there that I don't really want to have kind of out and displayed. Next shelf. I absolutely love this cube so much. I still have these Polaroids. They're not real, they're not official, they are nothing. They were just freebies that were given to me, and I just love them so much. Jimin is my ultimate ult, so I just like to have him like on display, and these are like some of my favorite, you know, eras. Idol was my first comeback with BTS, like my first official comeback where I like stayed up late and watched it and everything, so yeah, it means a lot to me. Idol era is very near and dear to my heart. Then there is an actual airplane going over my house. Okay, airplane is gone. So I have here The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 and Part 2, both versions of each. I would say to anybody who wants to maybe collect one version of an album, you don't need all 4 versions of these. The photo books are exactly the same, so I don't necessarily think that you need all of them, but they're just kind of nice to fill up your shelf. And then I have both versions of Young Forever, the day and the night version. I absolutely love Young Forever. I love this cover. It's one of my favorite albums. Truly, I love it so much. I wish I had like more space to make it like this cover nicely displayed somewhere on my shelf. I just can't. I like a clean look, clean, unmessy. Next is all 4 versions of Wings, WINNG versions. I absolutely love these. I wish that they were bigger. I'm not a fan of like the smaller size, but you know, it is what it is. Then I have both versions of You Never Walk Alone. I have them tilted up because they like protrude out too much, and I wasn't really a fan of that, so I have them kind of up like this. Then I have all versions of the Love Yourself trilogy, Love Yourself Her, LOVE, Love Yourself Tear, YOUR, and then Love Yourself Answer, SEL and F. And then up here is my Army Bomb Map of the Soul version. It's not version 4, it's Map of the Soul version, I guess. So yeah, there is this shelf. I really like how simple it looks and clean. The colors are pretty cohesive, like the black, white, pink, and like blue tones. I really like it quite a lot. Moving right along to my third cube of BTS is Map of the Soul and Bee themed, I guess. So I have Map of the Soul Persona, all 4 versions, and I have them kind of pushed back in my shelf to try to alleviate sun damage, and I think I've done a pretty good job. They are not like horribly sun damaged. I guess this one is. This one and this one I think are the worst. I hate that material so much, it makes me so sad. But then here are the giant monsters, Map of the Soul 7. The album is a monster. I'm still disappointed in like the packaging for this. It's like one of my most upsetting packaging. Even though the cover is like absolutely stunning and the album is definitely up there in my favorites. Big hit, Please Never Again. Then I have BTS World. I know it's not like technically in order here, but it just fits nicer being right after Map of the Soul 7. Then I have the B Deluxe and 2 versions of the B regular versions here all opened. I got like a million B albums, so just kind of keep them here. And then over here is my BTS DICON magazine like hardcover group version that I keep right here because it's white and I like how kind of plain and white this is. It's another reason why I had like the Butter albums up here, because I would have had to put them like here and I'm like, ooh, yikes, it's kind of clashing. So when Butter era is over, I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna rearrange my shelves. Next is probably my most prized possessions, the BTS DICON magazines and my OT7 signed album for BTS. And I have here this little cute freebie Polaroid that one of my mutuals sent me in a trade. Olivia, if you're watching, I absolutely love this freebie. I have it on display in my shelf. So I have that there. Yes, here is my signed BTS album. I have it fully wrapped in plastic to be safe from the elements of my room. So here's that. I'm going to put that aside and take away this easel. Okay, so here are all the magazines. I have done a very thorough unboxing of all of the magazines, their inclusions, and all the pages, so please go check that out if you want to know what's inside the magazines. But I have all the members, as you can see. I absolutely adore these. I would be very sad if anything bad happened to these. Also, I would be very sad if anything happened to that. Then I have Map of the Soul 7, the Journey Japanese albums. I have all 4 versions of them wrapped in plastic and hidden away back here. And then I also have a sealed copy of BTS's B Deluxe edition. And then I have another B album back here. I'm probably going to take this one out because I don't really know why I have it here. Let's take you out for a sec. Yeah, so that is the shelf. Let's put my signed album back. Yeah, I absolutely love this cube. It's so pretty and I like that my plant is like kind of, you know, invading it a little bit. It's really cute. So yeah, that is my entire BTS section. Let's move on to some other groups. Okay, I can finally set my tripod down so that I'm not shaking the camera anymore. But here is my Mamamoo Cube. Mamamoo is one of my alt-female groups, and Wheein is my alt-female bias. So I have close to all of their discography. Some of their albums are out of print, so I do not have them yet, but you actually go up here. But I have here, I have Hwasa's Maria solo album. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're a Mamamoo fan, I highly recommend getting Hwasa, and of course Wheein's Red solo albums. They are gorgeous photo books. Then I have here Melting, Memory, Yellow Flower, Red Moon, Blues, White Wind, Reality in Black, both travel versions, the Dinga and the Aya versions. And then I have 2 copies of their latest comeback, Where Are We Now? I have 4 copies actually, but I have to trade these CD plates inside. Here comes another plane. Everyone's flying their planes today. But eventually I'm going to have all 4 copies of my Mamamoo albums, or at least maybe the CD plates, since there were member CD plates for this last comeback, and I would like to have all of them. But yeah, here is Mamamoo. Okay, next is 17, and this cube has kind of been dedicated to Hoshi specifically. Right up front here I have this Hoshi signed page. It was originally for somebody else. It is blocked off the original name, but I am still happy to have something signed from Hoshi, so I have that. And then I have Hoshi's Night magazine cover, one of them. It is my favorite one. I just think he looks so gorgeous and ethereal. It's just like, wow, so pretty. Then I have two versions of the Going 17 magazine. I bought two. I'm gonna keep them. I love that magazine so much. And then I also have two copies of Hoshi's The 13 Tapes. And then I also have Hoshi's other Night magazine cover. I also just did an unboxing recently of those if you would like to see the contents, the posters, and the photo cards. I also have Hoshi's mask strap from the Incomplete merch. I have Woozy's actually hanging up in my work bag, but I have Hoshi's here on display. Then I have 17's Season's Greetings photo book that I absolutely love. I always have to show off this very specific page of Woozy because it's my favorite thing in the entire world. Not that one, but he still looks great. This one. Is he not just the absolute cutest human ever? I didn't even buy the Season's Greetings for 17 for their 2021, but I bought this and obviously Hoshi, Woozy, and Vernon's inclusions. I saw that picture and I had to have it because it is just adorable. Then here's some more Incomplete merch, which is Woozy and Hoshi's like photo book. These were kind of disappointing. They're really not like full photo books. They're just like a couple pages of like postcard paper in a bag. Don't recommend buying those. It's fine, but I don't recommend it. Then here I have a copy of Boys B for 17. It is the pink version. Very severely sun damaged. I hate that material, but alas, we are suffering as carrots. And then I have 17's Love and Letter Repack. This is one of my favorite photo books of all time in 17. It's absolutely adorable. If you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. And then I have these two cup sleeves from a Hoshi birthday event from this year from a Instagram seller and YouTuber. Her Instagram is right here. It's Ava, and she made these, and it's absolutely incredible. She is a huge Harangdan, and I love and appreciate her. Moving right along to some more 17, I also have a signed page of Woozy, who is my other 17 alt. I don't know if I mentioned that, but Hoshi is an alt bias in K-pop, but also just in 17, and Woozy is my other alt, so I had to have his signed page as well. I would love to one day get into a fan sign with them, or even get a signed album from them, because I love and adore them. But here are some 17 albums that I have so far my 17 collection. I have You Make My Day and You Make My Dawn extras over here, just kind of like filling up that space that's right there. But I have all three versions of Going 17, all three versions of AL1, the most superior photo books in K-pop, the white, green, and RS version of Teenage. I have the orange one on the way to me, so soon Teenage will be complete. And then I have all 6 versions of You Make My Day and You Made My Dawn. And it is very satisfying to be able to finally make this ribbon pattern. So happy about that. But yeah, that is my little cube. Alright, let's move on to my last 17 shelf. Okay, and for my last 17 shelf, my plant is invading, so I'm going to move you aside for a moment. But I have all 5 versions of an ode in our lovely bag packaging that we love. I do have all 4 versions of Hengere. I took them out of their ugly blue bag, and I am very happy with how they look. like this. I still have the bags, just not on display because they are an eyesore. And then I have 7 versions of Semicolon, the Digipack covers, and I have, I guess I can show, woo! I have S-Coups, Janghan, Hoshi, of course, Wonu, Woozy, DK, and Vernon, who is my other bias in 17. He is not an alt bias, he's just like my third bias, I guess. And I like being able to collect another member of 17 and one member from each unit. It's pretty nice. Next, here is 17's newest comeback, Your Choice. And I have 2 versions of the one side version, 2 versions of the other side version, and 2 versions of the B-side version. I have some other copies coming on the way to me because I did want to collect all the different photo books because there is a different photo book for each of these versions. I do have an unboxing also on my channel, like showing the mess that is all those copies of the photo books, so if you'd like to watch that, I will link it down below. And then over here I have all of Hoshi's Inode photo books. I have to put them in the Inode envelope packaging. And then over here is the Weverse Shop pre-order film thing that I literally have no idea what to do with, so that's where it lives. Alright, third level of my shelf is my newest alt group, TXT, who is having a comeback very soon in August. I was not expecting to already have a comeback. Are you stressed? I'm stressed, but I'm also very, very excited. As you can see here, I do have their entire discography up until this point. The Dream Chapter Star, both versions of the Dream Chapter Magic, both versions of the Dream Chapter Eternity, all 3 versions of Blue Hour, and all 3 versions of the Chaos Chapter Freeze. I also have their Light Stick, and then over here I have 2 of their Japanese, what are they? Japanese CDs, I guess? I don't know, I just really liked them. So I have that. I would like to get more of their Japanese albums and CDs just because now that I've alted them, that is like a new level of buying merch and stuff that I'm going to be doing, but I am so happy to be collecting OT5 for TXT. I think I've made it very, very well known that I'm ecstatic about collecting OT5 for TXT. I love them. Please go give them a listen. Okay, and then moving on to my last alt group, which is Twice. I absolutely adore Twice. I am missing a few of their albums. I believe I am missing Summer Nights, Merry and Happy, Twice-Tagram, and Twice Coaster Lane 2. Also the Year of Yes. But I'm not sure if I'm collecting the Year of Yes yet. I go back and forth on whether I want to collect that or not. But I do have here this Dream Day Twice Dome Tour, like, magnet. I think it's like a magnet, but yeah, I have it here. I have another plant that sits here. I thought it matched the vibe well of Twice. I have this like box for a candle that's back there holding these up because that's kind of like a big space. But here we have Twice's The Story Begins, page 2. I absolutely adore this album. This album is literally one of the reasons why I alted Twice. Twice Coaster Lane 1, which I also very much love and adore. Both versions of What Is Love. Super cute. All 3 versions of Yes or Yes. all 3 versions of Fancy. So yeah, that is for this cube. And then for my last cube for Twice, I have the Feel Special monograph. It's the only monograph that I actually own, but I just had to get the Feel Special one. It just like meant so much to me, so I did get it. And then I have all 3 versions of Feel Special, even the black one, which I do not like. That concept is awful. And then I have all 3 versions of More and More, kind of the same vibe for me, not my favorite. But then all 3 versions of Eyes Wide Open, which I love. All 3 of these concepts are amazing. And then their newest comeback, Taste of Love, which is incredible. Such a perfect summer vibe song. Everything is just, this album is perfect. And then I have both of Sana's Yes I Am Sana photo books that I also love a lot. Yeah, so that is all I have for Twice. Let's move on. Okay, so my next shelf here is ATEEZ, and my ATEEZ shelf looks very full, but it also like kind of looks really not exciting. I do have almost all of their albums. I am missing just that one like limited version from this era. I'm not even gonna try to list off what each album is for ATEEZ. I can't remember all the one for all for one action to answer combinations that there are. But these are all the albums that I have. I love ATEEZ so much. My biases are Wooyoung and Seonghwa, and I collect for both of them. So yeah, there is ATEEZ. Okay, and on the bottom of my shelf, I'm sorry, I have to hold my phone again. It's too low to the ground to be able to have it on my tripod. But I have here my Stray Kids album collection, which is pretty sad. I'm embarrassed by it. I have 2 versions of Mixtape, all 3 versions of Go Live, and the special version. I have 2 of them, actually, and then both versions of In Life and the special version, and a Chan Standee. I love Stray Kids so much, I promise. Guys, there's just some groups that you just kind of neglect a little bit, even though I love them very dearly. I am beyond excited for their new comeback. I am going to work my hardest to be able to get all of Chan's cards quickly and efficiently so that I can finally finish one of his eras, because I finished none of them. Chan, I love you very dearly. I'm so sorry that I am a trash stay. But I love Stray Kids so much. I promise. I'm very, very excited. I already pre-ordered a copy of their No Easy special edition, and I'm just so excited for them. Love Stray Kids. Stan Stray Kids, please. Moving on to another group that I have just horribly neglected, which is Red Velvet. For Red Velvet, I do collect Silky. They are also having a comeback very, very soon. Both of the groups that I neglect severely in terms of like collecting albums and photo cards for, they're both having a comeback. What perfect timing for me to prioritize them. But here is what I have for Red Velvet. I have their Japanese Cookie Jar album that this album is so cute, so pretty. And then I have the Reveille Festival finale. I believe this is I have the pink cover. I don't think it really matters. They are the same photo book, but I have the pink cover. Reveille Festival scrapbook version. And then I have the red, or red flavor. Then I have the Peekaboo album, which is probably my favorite Red Velvet album. That's a lie. I think the red is my favorite album. I flip-flop kind of often. Then I have Bad Boy and Really Bad Boy, which, Really Bad Boy is not my favorite. I don't know if it's really anybody's, like, favorite, even though it's, like, literally a repack. Still love it. Then I have Silky and Irene's Monster. I have 2 versions of the black and one of the white concepts. I love love this concept, the like from the Naughty music video. And then I have the like, is this the bass note version? Is this what this one is called? I cannot remember. I am planning to get Joy and Wendy's albums. Again, Red Velvet, I'm sorry, I've neglected you severely, but all my alts have too many things coming out too many times, too close together, so it's just been bad timing. But I am planning to get Wendy and Joy's, both of their versions of their albums that they had, because I really enjoyed them, and I love Red Velvet. We love Red Velvet in this house. Moving right along, so this is kind of like a miscellaneous boy group shelf, mostly Day 6. Day 6 is another group that I collect for, but I only collect their albums. I do not collect a specific member because I don't have a bias in Day 6. I love all the members. I could not possibly choose a bias. It would just like, it would tear me up on the inside. But I do have almost all of their albums. I have here Daydream and Sunrise, and one version of Shoot Me, both versions of Remember Us, and Moonrise, which was my favorite Day 6 album. I think I can say that pretty confidently. The Book of Us Entropy, one version. I'm missing the Book of Us Gravity. And then the Book of Us Demon, one version. Then the Book of Us Glue On, which is fantastic. And then the Book of Us Negentropy, which is both versions that I love very much. Day 6's subunit, called Even of Day, just released a new album called Right Through Me. I haven't even checked yet if it has a physical version. I haven't heard anything about it. I have to check. I will report back. But if they do, I will be buying it because I absolutely adore that album. I loved the Book of Us Glue On. It was seriously one of my favorite albums last year. I love it. I love Day 6. Stan Day 6. They are just, go stream their music. You will be forever blessed. Next here is GOT7. I only have a few albums for GOT7. GOT7 is another group that I want to collect all their albums for. However, I do have a bias in GOT7. I bias Jinyoung and J-Bomb. I don't know if I want to collect them, though, because I can barely even keep up with Red Velvet and Stray Kids. So, I don't know. Maybe that is, like, for the future. I might collect Jinyoung and J-Bomb. But for now, I do have both versions of 7 for 7. I think like the regular version, they had like a special version of that. And then I do have their last album that they just had. I have Mark's version of Breath of Us, Last Piece. I have J-Bomb's version. I have Jackson's. And I have Jinyoung's, and I have it in the plastic still because of that. The CD is not actually attached to the album, like magazine, in any way, so that is how it'll stay to keep the CD protected. And then over here is truly one of my favorite albums in the entire world. It's Backhands Delight. It is seriously such a top tier album in every way. This was truly album of the year for me last year. I think about it all the time. I still listen to it all the time. It's a perfect album, and I will hear no Baekhyun slander in this house. He is incredible. And then I also have Baekhyun's Bambi, which I also really, really love. I hope he's doing good. He is so talented. So yeah, there is my miscellaneous boy group, mostly Day 6 cube. And then my last cube on my main shelf is Blackpink, Everglow, and ITZY. So here I have this standee card of Aisha, who is my bias in Everglow. And then I have another one here. It is actually Yeon's pop-up card. Just keep that down here. I do have Blackpink's The Album. I have both of these versions. I do not collect Blackpink thoroughly, but if I buy an album that I like, I will buy it and keep it. And then also back here I have both versions of Square. Is this Square Up? Yeah, Square Up. It says it literally right there. Yeah. But here I have all of Everglow's discography. I have The Arrival of Everglow. I have Hush. Reminiscence, which is like such a gorgeous cover. Look at that lenti. Such a good album. And then this album, what is it even called? This is what it's called. I can't remember the title of this album. It's La Di Da era. Such a superior era. And then the last Melody albums I have right here, Everything's Falling from First. This album is fantastic. I love it so much. I adore Everglow. They are such good girls. So talented. And then over here I have ITZY. I have both versions of It's Icy. I absolutely love that photo book. Then I have all three versions of It's Me. All three versions of Not Shy. And then all three versions of Guess Who. It was so nice, and then we got to here. Why, JYP? Why'd you do this to us? But yes, here are the other groups that I collect for. Very, very happy about that. I am running out of room! And then my last little side shelf here is just some extra BTS stuff, mostly DVDs. So here I have BTS's 2015 Memories, very cute and tiny and compact. It's also like a little dirty, but this is very, very cute. The photo book inside is so pretty, I love it. And then I have BTS's 2016 Memories. This has like blood, sweat, and tears and fire stuff in here. It's so good. I love it so much. Then I have BTS's 2017 Memories, 2018 Memories, 2019 Memories right here. I did order the 2020 Memories. I'm very excited about it. And then I have two regular copies of the Map of the Soul 1. I just did an unboxing for that. If you would like to check it out, I will also link that down below. And then I have the special set version, which is literally just these two inside a box. Very creative. But I also have here one of my most prized possessions, which is the Wings concept book. It's a monster, but it's incredible. And then lastly, down here, I have some DVDs and musters. This is Happily Ever After, BTS's fourth muster. Magic Shop, BTS's fifth muster. These are only the DVDs also, not Blu-rays. Then I have Wembley Stadium, BTS World Tour, Love Yourself, Speak Yourself in London. Have the Wings Tour DVD. And then these were the like photo book and like diary from the 2021 Season's Greetings. I have the 2020 Season's Greetings. BTS's Winter Package photo book. BTS's Army Zip. What version is this? I can't remember. But it came in this box, and this box I literally just used for like trade and sale storage. But yeah, that is my entire shelf. Okay, so I did want to show a couple of the merch things that I have around my room. These are some of my plants that I have in my room that I was talking about. But I have here the Young Forever poster that I love so much. I also have these premium photos of Jin and Hobie. And the other members all fit very nicely up here. We have RM, Yoongi, Jimin, Tae, and Jungkook. They fit nicely there. And then if we go over here, I have this wall of all my alt groups here. So we have Twice, Mamamoo, 17, TXT, and of course BTS. And lastly, I did want to show a couple merch items that I do have that are not like photo card or album related that I literally would not show in any other time because they're not even on display right now. But I have some premium photos and some pickets of some of my alts. So here I have this Yoongi premium photo. It is from the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself. So I have Yoongi. I am looking for Jimin still because I would like to have both of them. But yeah, here's that premium photo. I have this Jungkook premium photo that was on display in my last room and album tour. It is from Map of the Soul tour, the tour that never was. And then of course I also have Jimin's Map of the Soul tour premium photo. Next I have some Hoshi premium photos from his Spider merch that was dropped and that I finally got recently. And this is version 1. So there's Hoshi. Another Hoshi premium photo. I did have these on display for a while, but I'll have him on display again because I do love him very dearly. And this one as well, version 6. And here is the last Hoshi premium photo I have, number 5. Alright, so here are some pickets that I have. This is Hoshi's incomplete merch picket. As you can see, I do very much regret not getting Woozies. It haunts me. But I'm glad to have Hoshi's. Next, I have here is Jimin's Wings Tour picket. I didn't really believe myself to be a picket person, but when it came to Jimin, I am planning to collect all of his pickets thoroughly. So I have his Wings Tour picket. I have his Wings Tour finale picket. I do keep them all in their plastic. It is a little dusty. That's kind of gross. But just to keep them nice. Then here is Jimin's Love Yourself tour picket. It looks so cute and innocent. And last picket is the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself finale picket, which I love very much. I love him in dark hair. Any hair color, but I like dark hair a lot. So yeah, here are the pickets that I have so far for Jimin. Never shared it before on my channel before, so I wanted to kind of have it here to let y'all know. I collect this crazy merch as well. Okay, so that is my K-pop album shelf tour. That is everything that I have up until now. It is in fact August 1st, so that is my entire tour of my shelf. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions at all about any specific album or anything like that, I'm sorry I didn't take out every single one of them, but it is summer, it is hot. I would have been here for a million years if I flipped through every single and opened every single photo book. But thank you so much for watching. Please comment below what your favorite, I guess, cube setup is. If you have a favorite album, please let me know. I would love to hear. Favorite photo book, would also love to hear. But yeah, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you guys in my next video, bye!